GM fam, we are live with your host Zircon, Soul Investor, and myself, Phil X Contreras, where we talk about Solana NFTs, the love, the drama, and the vibe. We are back, where we're going to talk about some upcoming NFTs like Wolf Capital, Mutual Friends, lots more, and stuff that are going on in Solana like Pencils 101 art that might be coming out. I mean, I don't know, but it looks exciting. It's going to be maybe another nice thing going on in the 101 space. What's going on, Soul Investor? How you doing, man?
Dude, I'm doing good. I've a Faris pump since I think we were talking. Well, we initially talked about them at 1 Sol. I think we were re-entering around 12 Sol. So those pumps sitting at 16, feeling pretty good about that. We minted some degen legends, bit of a degen play on our end, but it's holding floor. It's holding floor. So just chilling, man.
Nice. Looks like Soul Investor is already happy right there. Zircon, what's happening, man?
Yeah, on my side, I have a really chill week last week. As you have seen, I wasn't here on the show. I was just taking my week off, but have been following a little bit of the Twitter side. Haven't traded much. But yeah, I'm really happy to be back and to talk about stuff. We have the Bastards like coming really soon. Today we have Mutual Friends, the actual Degen Web3 show that is gonna mint their collection to raise funds. And also we have some info about Toonies connected to John Lee and the Wolf Capital mint. We have plenty of stuff to cover today.
Yeah, for sure. And for myself, I'm doing fine as well. Had a lot of things going on. We all had a lot of things going on last week. Looks like we're all back, which is great. And yeah, let's get it started with the main man, John Lee. What's going on with him with this Toonies thing?
Well, apparently John Lee is gonna collab with the Toonies art. We have seen the Toonies art before and have heard of Snooze being really bullish on Toonies when he came to the show. And I've seen the tweet where John Lee is announced to be one of the collab artists for Toonies. And I want to see what they're gonna bring to the actual NFT collection from John Lee.
They keep surprising me because like when we first heard about Toonies, I didn't really understand it or what it was. And I'm sure I think I was talking with Soul Investor on this, and then next thing you know, they start coming out with one-on-one things here and there. I think Scum Soul was one of them, and then now John Lee. So like now it's like what just, I don't know what just happened, but they just kind of just leveled up. What do you think, Soul Investor?
Oh man, dude, I have no idea. I haven't really been keeping up with these mints, to be honest. Main reason being is, I mean, they're probably a good flip, but I'm concerned about the CPI data. So kind of light on the market at the moment. I think the only thing I'm currently holding is Alpha Pharaohs, if I'm not mistaken. But I mean, look, if John Lee's tied to it, I'll probably pump.
Soul Investor already throwing out the macro in all this. For sure, CPI, dude, CPI data. Yeah. So, what do you think is gonna happen with the CPI data? I mean, we're gonna come back to this in a second. Like CPI data, like it's gonna happen in like 4 days?
No, it happens next week, Tuesday. So, look, last time I checked, I'm actually just reconfirming. I think the forecast is like 6.2. I think that's pretty accurate.
So you think right now we're at 6.5, and you think it's gonna still hit at a more lower number around 6.2?
So the last time, okay, so if we track back to, let's say December it went from like 7.7 to 7.1, which is about a 6% decrease. Then it went from 7.1 to 6.5, which is another 6% decrease. Now we're sitting at 6.5. The forecast is 6.2. So the market is expecting it to go from a 6% decrease to about a 3% decrease. And I don't know. I think even if we get about a 4% decrease, I think the market's going to rally. So just because of that, I just feel like the forecast might be a little bit light. And if it is, cryptos are going to rally, NFTs are going to dump. So I'm just concerned about that. I'm just a little bit cautious.
Interesting. All right, that was some brief stuff on there on the macro stuff, and we'll definitely talk more about it next week on where this forecast is gonna hit. If I don't know if we're gonna go below 6.5, but we'll definitely observe that soon. Now with John Lee, this guy is he's a legend in Solana as far as an artist, and I see where you're coming from, Zircon, on where this Toonies project could go. As far as what Soul Investors said with the macro portions, yeah, this could definitely affect it. But I just like that artists like these get involved with projects and help projects push forward. So overall, some cool stuff. Now we have some other mint coming out. It's called Mutual Friends. Mutual Friends is a project that is basically it was involved with Taiyo Robotics. They basically helped them with the video. I don't know if anyone's seen the video. Soul Investor, have you seen that video with Taiyo Robotics?
I have not seen this video. In fact, I actually saw Mutual Friends because I had the opportunity to get whitelist for it, and I faded it. And 2 days later, everyone's excited about it. Yeah. So reason being is this whole TV show thing. I'm not sold on it, but now you're seeing the connection to Taiyo Robotics. So I feel like it's changed the landscape for me.
Yeah, I mean, just watching this, I mean, it just looks overall pretty cool. I mean, I don't know where they're gonna come out with this. If they're gonna be talking about just NFTs in general, or involve NFT projects into a TV show. I mean, how is the IP portion is gonna work out on that? It's hard to tell, but it just the whole concept looks pretty interesting. So, Zircon, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't like really hyped about it when I first heard about them like 3 weeks ago. I saw the TV show and stuff, but I don't know if you remember Bubble Goose. Back in the day, it was a really hyped meme. It was the same concept, but with some better art and a lot of funds, because they sold out the collection for 7 Sol when Sol was like at 50. So they raised much more funds, and they didn't do well. So I'm a little bit skeptic on that side. But now I see everyone like really bullish on the project, so I don't know what to think about it.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm with Zircon on this. So we had Bubba Goose. We had another NFT sort of degen project.
Do you remember Rotten Eggs?
It was called Rotten Eggs. That's the one. So we've had Bubba Goose not really do well in sort of this space. We've had Rotten Eggs not do well in this space. Kikiverse, that's also not really done well.
Have you
made
heard
a bag of that?
Now, with Kiki, well, I'll get back to Kikiverse. Some news came out today. But yeah.
Cool.
Over.
Yes. I just don't see it. Phil, what are your thoughts?
I think the same thing, because I remember when Bubble Goose came out, it was hyped. It went up to like 9-10 Sol. This was when Solana was like, I think like at $50-$60.
Yeah.
And it takes a while to get a production going. And with Bubble Goose, it's still going through its process. They're not going to be hyping every week. It's exhausting. So as we saw with Kikiverse, kind of like similar thing happened. But Kikiverse, they just came out with some news today, and they basically said, let's see, where is it? Kikiverse cartoon created by Justin of Herein will be premiering soon, and the team says it's the best cartoon of all time, while responding to Gary V's tweet. So other than them shilling their project, we know that it's it's finally coming out, and this could potentially help this whole type of industry in the NFT space, and we'll see how it plays out. But
honestly, this is what I would do. If Kikiverse does well, that success could spread to Mutual Friends. But I would also keep in mind that Kikiverse has been, basically building their cartoon for almost a year now. So I would go for the quick flip, watch it, maybe re-enter in the future. But I would base all of that on any success that Kikiverse gets. If Kikiverse doesn't get any success, I mean, I'm not even going to look at the space.
Yeah.
Oh, by this space, I mean like the TV show space. No, not the Solana NFT space.
Yeah. For me, it's the same. I'm on the same page. It's gonna be how committed you are to the actual product. If you're really, really bullish on the project and you wanna mint it and hold it, having to take into consideration that it's gonna take like a really, really long time, and you're gonna probably, I don't know if it's gonna go under mint because that's really hard to tell. But if they have an initial pump and you don't sell, they're gonna go down for sure.
Yeah. And we saw like Kikiverse went down to 110. Rotten Eggs I think is probably like at 0.20 Solana right now. And it's just that space overall is not that profitable. So all right, so we have other mints coming out as well, but let's get into something that already came out. This project came out called XXX. I don't know if anyone has heard of this, but it's basically, one would say, a derivative. It's part of the gods kind of derivative way. It's on the female side, but it has gained a lot of attention, surprisingly. And the reason is because they have these massive boobs, I guess, and they have basically just drawn attention around Solana. And people just, for some reason, don't stop buying these things. I mean, I know. I think the only derivative that Soul Investor probably, and tell me if I'm wrong, that that you liked was BVD Cats. Is there anything else other than that?
Oh, I already flipped BVD Cats. We were getting into those at like 1.8. We sold at 3. But look, you know how it is with derivatives. You know my views on it. It's people having fun. I just think they're having fun with this project. I really don't think it's anything. But I do want to say that those look like implants. And to the young men out there, I will say this is an unrealistic expectation of the female body. most females you meet will have 2 arms. All right, I just want to put it out there.
Well, Soul Investor always out there with realism to the people, letting them know, and that's why he's here. Now, Zircon, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, you know how I'm with derivatives and stuff, and this kind of digital plays. If people are having fun, just let people have fun. Then we'll move on to the next thing. It's more of this experiment of seeing people just aping on stuff and playing a little bit with what the devs are gonna bring, because sometimes devs do cool stuff. I remember Marshy's pumped like crazy because of hype and because I don't know why. Someone said the gods aping in, and maybe that's why. I want to see how the devs manage the hype. That's the key thing on this kind of Degen plays. How the devs are gonna start like throwing things to the chat and how people are gonna react to it.
Yeah. I mean, it's they have that kind of same vibe as the gods holders. I mean, just the way they talk and everything. I just yeah. I mean, I'm gonna be careful with this one. I don't see much of it. Yeah,
I wouldn't get in.
I'm not
but
gonna buy it.
It's definitely just fun to watch how these things play out. So the other thing that's out there that's basically kind of being thrown out there is let's just say we talked about this before, the bastards. Have you guys heard of the bastards?
I haven't looked into them yet, simply because I know I just can't get whitelist for this project. But
yeah,
apparently Jersey's connected to it in some form or the other, and they're actually one of the most hyped mints. I definitely think that this project will do well.
Oh, we don't hear that much from soul investors. So I mean that's interesting. Why do you think is it mostly because like the art's great, the community?
Yeah, the art's nice. The community's been hyping it up. I would still go for the flip because that's what I'm all
Yeah,
about.
right.
But I do think you can make some soul off this, and with soul at $20, I mean, you make a couple of soul, you can definitely. It's no longer buying a burger. Now you can buy 2-3 meals that will keep you going for the rest of the day. So I mean, that's always good to see. I also think this animation is super cool, by the way. I mean, actually, I
It
think this
is.
animation is pretty sick. I think this animation looks better than the
I
animation we were seeing
I
for
think
Mutual Friends.
I think they killed an okay bear here, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, there's a Klano, and then that's the god, I think. Yeah, yep.
Dude, this is cool. Like, this is
Yeah.
what the soul space loves. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
it's edgy. The art's cool. They're just killing off shit. There's blood everywhere. These guys are bastards. Like, this is what the soul space likes. This is what we're all about. You don't see this
I,
stuff on Ethereum. We're edgy like
I
that.
I don't like that they killed my cute Klano in there. Like they just like literally like murdered this thing with its bare hands.
Is
Zircon,
that
are you?
Buttheads?
Yeah, that was. I think that was buttheads in the
Yeah,
beginning.
the bartender. I think it's super interesting. I think it's super cool.
Yeah, Zircon, are you looking forward to this one?
Yeah, yeah. I already participated because I'm a citizen by Soul Sets holder, and Soulport Ninja managed to get us 10 spots on a raffle. So I already participated. I'm gonna see if I can manage to get one of those spots because this is really cool.
Yeah.
Basically, because it's really cool.
Go for the flip. Go for the flip.
Yeah, for sure.
Dude, this is sick. Like these have one post. The post is a dope ass video, and
Oh, that's true. It's only just one thing.
yeah, it's only just one. Like, chill. Like, okay, the second post.
What
is a
else do you
Discord
need?
invites.
Yeah.
it shows these guys just like super fucking edgy. Love it.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll definitely can't wait to see this one come out. And we'll definitely see more of it. We'll talk about more of it. I definitely want to get into Discord, look into it more on what they're doing. But it's just as far as the art and the video, sick. Now,
wait, don't go back. Don't go back. Do you guys want some drama?
Oh,
yeah. Oh, I love drama.
Gotcha.
Bring it.
No, go back to the bastards. Let me show you something.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to the bastards.
Yeah, because I can never pronounce this influencer's name, but sort of scroll back down to the video under Frank's comments. Like the person who commented like right before Frank's. Yep, that guy. Crypto Anglio?
Hello, yeah.
Yeah, dude, this guy is so weird. So anyways, he basically posted about what's this project called? Mindfolk. I think Mindfolk temporarily went under the mint price. And he's basically like, I told you guys, we told you guys not to buy in or some shit like that. After that, Mindfolk pumps a couple of days later and he makes another post and he's basically like, we're printing. So it's like, how does that even make sense? He faded the project, made fun of the project. The project then begins to moon and he's like, we're printing. So that got him a lot of shit.
I'm gonna make a little bit of a rant. I already blocked him, and I don't like the guy. Yeah, I don't like Anglio. I remember back on the day when every single mint went like a little bit of a pump and it went under the mint price. He always had to say that I told you guys this project was not gonna make it, yada yada yada. And once the project pumped, it was like, oh, I told you guys. He's just a guy that loves interactions on Twitter, and that's why he put this kind of stuff that doesn't make any sense.
I never knew that Zircon was dangerous like that. Like would just like block people. Like So here's my thing with Angelo. I gotta be a little bit different from you guys because when I first got in, he let me into his Discord. So like that was like my first realm into Solana NFTs in 2021. So he basically I was a pure degen in his Discord. And and here's the reason why I don't like purging. It's because in his Discord, it's freaking crazy. Like at that time, like if you did not talk within like whatever hours or whatever, you'll get purged. And I was there just trying to survive and live within his Discord. And I don't, and obviously like think I moved on or whatever. But yeah, I just I guess I just can deal with him because I've been in his Discord and I've seen how he rolls and whatnot, and he's a little bit different on Discord. But yeah, I mean that's people. That's how he engages. What do you call it? Engagement farming. Yeah, he's really good at that. But yeah, I mean I completely understand what you guys talk about. Like like with some people, where like you just talk things and you just like just gotta block them, mute them.
There's a thing about Anglio that I'm gonna. I mean, I don't like him, and I have blocked him on Twitter. But even if I have blocked him, he has like a lot of intel because he has a lot of connections. So I don't have doubt that his Discord is really good at making money. I just don't like how he manages his Twitter account. That's the only thing I hate about him. I hate when he just runs projects on Twitter and then he say, "Oh, we're printing." Oh, come on.
Look, I actually
even
think
talking about.
I think he's probably the richest influencer on the space because
most likely
this dude will do a giveaway for any project that's willing to pay him.
Oh,
I'm not a fan of this guy. It's just not my sort of influencer.
So let's just talk about promos. In this space, when you're a content creator, eventually you're gonna get somebody who wants to promote their NFT. Are you guys for that? So, but first off, personally, me, I've never done basically like received any type of soul money from any project, and my own opinion is that I feel weird doing it. So it's just my own. But what do you guys think about it?
I mean, look, it depends how you go about it. I actually think that promotions are good and they are necessary. I mean, look, it's how these influencers pay their bills, and they should be paying their bills. They work hard to provide us with content, information, etc., and they do it for free, basically. So promos are a way for them to earn money. I actually support promos. I'm just it just depends what you're promoting and how you're promoting. Because like, I mean, I get projects
like the vetting process. So basically, like there has to be a vetting process. Like there
has to be a vetting process, but it's also who are you promoting? What projects are you promoting? Why are you promoting them? I get a few messages every now and then from projects who are like, oh, can you alpha call us and we pay you or whatever. Like stuff like that is shady. You know what I mean? But I mean, if let's say there is a good project, whether it does well or not, I don't think that's that should be a determining factor. But if you have a project with a solid team, let's say they have a product out, they have a great roadmap, etc., and they're like, hey, look, we will pay you to get on a space with us, right? And we can talk about our project, like stuff like that. Like I'm completely cool with stuff like
that. So one thing that I'm cool with is that like if they put like a hashtag ad on there or like a hashtag sponsored by this project, then that's cool because then there's there's transparency behind it. Like I wouldn't mind that at all. Now if someone would sponsor us here in the future, whatever, would you dig it?
Mm-hmm.
Like if it's vetted and everything, like if the NFT project is vetted or whatever, because I've seen this like with like Easy Eats, like I think he was like sponsored by Mindfolk for doing his host, and obviously that person is like freaking hundreds of thousands of followers out there. But I'm just saying, like, how do you see, like, would you accept that type of sponsorship for like running this video here, this stream and whatever?
Yeah, I mean, look, it goes both ways. Obviously, we're gonna have to vet whoever. If we ever get a sponsorship, if we ever choose to go with the sponsorship, we will vet it properly, and if we're all happy with it, that's cool. Um, Keep in mind that a lot of people are sponsored by like FTX, for example, and FTX was solid. You know what I mean?
Oh
Like before
yeah,
FTX went
on
down,
YouTube,
FTX,
that was crazy.
yeah. But like you can't blame the influencers for something like that, right? And I'm okay with getting like a dope sponsor, like that'd be pretty cool. But what I'm not okay with is Anglo sort of getting sponsored by every other NFT project I've seen in
Yeah.
my life. Stuff like that, I'm not okay with.
I have
Yeah.
a couple of thoughts to say here.
Oh, Zircon, yeah. Like you have your Twitch,
Yeah.
like 4,000 people on. Like how?
I manage
Talk
it
to
this
us.
way. I usually don't like collab with projects or with games or stuff, because I like to be just like what I'm investing in. Most of the times when you get a collab of this type, you either get money, either get NFTs, or some sort of benefit. And the thing is, what I like to do is always like talk transparent about the project if I like it or not. Don't shield it. I don't shield projects. Even if you pay me, I won't shield your project. I'm gonna talk about it and say my opinion, but I'm not gonna say people go and buy it, because I think that's where influencers make the mistake. And the one thing that I don't like is when you spam giveaways. I mean, it's okay to do giveaways, but Anglia does like 1 or 2 giveaways a day of either sold as a crypto asset with a project, or whitelist spots or something like that. So whenever I see a project that Anglia is shilling and I see it has like 1K, I know it's a paid promotion, and I don't pay much attention to it, because it's straight a red flag for me.
We should
But
like just like keep going.
yeah, but I mean, even if it's a bad project, I always said that if you are giving away whitelists, you have to clarify that it's a whitelist and you are not forced to mint just because you got whitelisted. That's one thing I always say. Even if I have like a whitelist for a good project, is if you get whitelist, it doesn't mean you have to mint. That's the first thing I say. Even if it's a degen, even better. But if you have to be really careful when you have whitelist for a project, because some people think that if they got whitelist, they have to mint, and most of the times when you do that is when you are risking your money, because you are not completely. I mean, you are not straightforward with the project, and you are not completely certain that it's gonna do well, and you mint it anyway. And there's where you make the mistake. You don't have to mint every single project you have whitelist for.
I wanna clip Zircon talking about crypto and hello, and make Zircon famous on Twitter. Just I am sure crypto and hello will like just talk back. It's gonna cost us, like Twitter engagement, just crazy stuff, and like Zircon's gonna become like mega popular on Solana. So
Yeah.
all right,
But that's it. For me.
on another topic, we have something else as well that is basically taking the Solana world in storm. It's this art, and this art has, I'm sure you guys have seen it. Monkey DAO. Have you guys seen that art that has came out on what they're currently doing?
Dude, I just want to figure out how to get whitelist for this, because honestly, I don't even care what they're doing. I just know this is like a free 50 to 100 soul.
It's I would think probably maybe I would guess 30 soul, 40 soul, but yeah, same thing here. How's that gonna happen? I don't know yet. Zircon, what do you say? It definitely looks like something crazy is about to happen.
It's literally free money. I mean, that's what I have to say. If you have whitelist for this, it's free money. Put like, I don't know, 100 alarms so you don't miss it, because this is gonna be This is gonna be successful. I mean, it's run by Monkey DAO. What else do you need?
Yeah, and I know. Soul Investor, you are not a fan of pixelated art, but I mean, look at this thing. I mean, come on. This,
Dude, I am looking at that.
It looks cute.
I am thinking 100 to 200 soul floor. I think the best art I've ever seen in my life. I mean, couldn't get any better.
There you go. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Pixelated art.
Dude,
the next Da Vinci.
I am fully on board with pixelated art. I don't know when I said I wasn't. I don't know what I was smoking, but just looking at this, I mean, it's beautiful.
There you go. Now, so to be honest, like with what I saw here, I dig it. I honestly thought whatever they're gonna come out with was gonna be horrible. Like 90% chance I was not giving it. I was gonna be like, this is not gonna be great. Like it's just how do you top something else off? I think it looks great. I think it's definitely something to where people are gonna put it as the PFP. They're gonna want to be known as that they're part of Monkey DAO. This and that. Royalties happening now. At some point, it's coming. Everything's coming together with Monkey DAO. Centralization was the key. Now we have the executive person, the NOM, on charge for Monkey DAO. So I am loving it in general. And Zircon, I mean, I didn't even hear your words on the art. Do you
I like it.
Do you enjoy it?
Yeah, even let's take Monkey DAO aside. I like it. I mean, I bought like worst pixelated arts, and this is really really good. It's on point.
I like how you say take Monkey DAO aside, just like focusing just this. If there was no such thing as Monkey DAO,
let's say it's a Legion play. I really like it.
Yeah, same here.
I mean,
now,
dude, I don't even know what's going on in Monkey DAO. I know you have a monkey. But man, dude, like, here's the thing: the founders they've done nothing. I mean, that's why Monkey DAO is doing this, because Monkey DAO is basically the heart of SMB, and it's really not the founders. I really don't understand
the developers, right? Yeah. For a second, I thought you were talking about Monkey DAO founders, but I see what you're saying. The developers behind
SMB.
Solana Monkey business. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I get it.
Like they should have just given the collection to Monkey DAO months ago. I don't know why that never happened. I never really paid close attention to it, but it's good to see that Monkey DAO is now fed up with them and is taking matters into their own hands. And
so to give to give like a short brief on that, like how this went down, we were about to like swap our monkeys into another monkey. Like it was gonna be like, basically removing ourselves from that whole royalty structure, like a new NFT, but it's the same. And it didn't quite work out. The SMB developers, they were like, whoa, guys, we're coming back. We're gonna hear help. They threw out a tweet. We said yay, and they said yay. We're one. Everyone shook hands, and then they disappeared again. So it never happened, but I see what you're saying, and finally we're getting something to where we're not going to need them in the future. So, all right, now, what else is good? Any last things out there, Soul Investor, that you want to talk about? Trades, projects. You got Bonksies. you got Sources. You got Lunar. You got Saga Pass. What else is good out there? There's so many things going on here.
Dude, I didn't. Yep, it was my screen lagging. I actually saw Saga Pass. The floor was 4.8, but there's an instant sell for 5.3. But I mean, look, the project I'm sort of looking at it's ballots. I haven't bought in yet. I'm probably not going to buy in until the art reveal. I'm really not sure how I'm going to play this, but yeah, this project
for which one?
Like, I'm so glad we got out of it. Pilots.
Okay. Oh yeah, Saga Pass, dude, it dumped.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this. I haven't followed it since I sold out. So I'm so glad we sold out close to the top. Yeah, completely out of that one. Pilots, man, dude, like I'm not even sure what's going to cause it to pump, to be honest. But it's still, I just still have that thing like you can't fade Tom.
You can't.
So
Yeah.
they released their white paper for graphite, and it didn't really pump off that. So that was a little bit of a surprise from my end. I wasn't trading it; I was just sort of watching it from the sidelines. Personally, I'm just hoping that they have their art reveal soon, and this thing can dump to like 10 sold or something, and probably pick up a few there. But it'll be interesting to see where this project goes.
Yeah.
I do think currently it's a little bit of a mess.
There's a lot going on in Taiyo Robotics. I honestly don't know how Tom is controlling all of it, but Tom's a businessman, so he completely has everything in control. Now, as far as Taiyo pilots, yeah, I think this thing in the future could be way worth more than 17 Solana. Just probably give it maybe like 9 months, 10 months when he finally builds everything out. I think we could potentially see some good gains here, in my opinion. Now, Zircon, is there something else out there that you're seeing? Yeah, I'll scroll up here.
I want to see what. Wait, sorry, just scroll up a little bit higher. Oh yeah, that is so big brain.
Yeah.
Can I see what he wrote?
Added 25 more pilots. Taiyo Robotics. Gen first to my bags. Hold 44. I remain bullish. Sold per Tom. Listings jump to do a pause on scrap emissions. So was a good time to ape. Great article on everything on Taiyo. Disclaimer: I am an investor in Graphite Proto.
Yeah, I actually saw the sweep happen in real time, and I was just like, "Holy shit!" Like I was actually watching this happen. It's so big brain. He's not sort of into the space as much as he used to be back in the day. Before he would always give his expert opinion on everything. He was involved with so many projects. I think he spread himself thin. But he is always good. He, from what I know, based on the people I know who met him in real life, a true gentleman, a leader of the space, and it's great to see him sweeping some Taiyos, and it's great to see him, just doing all of these positive tweets again. You gotta love it. You gotta love it.
Yeah, definitely.
Best influencer on Solana, hands down. Best influencer on Solana. You all know
there you have it.
Fan, but he's the best.
Soul Investor said it. Who is the best influencer on Solana? He has said Soul Big Brain. Zircon, who do you say is the best influencer on Solana in anything? Alpha, giveaways.
Well, Anglia is a no, let me see, because jokes aside, I really like as well Soul Big Brain. He's one of he's one of those people that I really like when he makes content on Twitter, because he doesn't is constantly making calls and stuff. So whenever he pays attention to a project, I try to not fade on it. But I really like Easy as well as a complete influencer, because he made content.
But who's your favorite?
Yeah, I will say Easy.
Who's your favorite?
There you go. Boom. Easy. He has said Easy. What do you say? Why do you say Easy?
I love content creators.
Also big brain. Oh, okay.
I like content creators. I mean,
he likes content creators.
Oh, yeah. That's nice. So this is this is gonna sound crazy. Well, it's not gonna sound crazy because I think everybody already knows who my favorite influencer on Solana is, and I would say it would probably be HG Soul.
You're fading my boy, so big brain.
No, I was gonna say Soul Big Brain. But HG Soul just for some reason always had my heart, because the guy came out of nowhere. He basically helped me understand Solana a little bit more than just DJing into random derivatives. And Soul Big Brain was there in 2021. HG Soul came in 2022, and that's like when I kind of really was there. So that's why I have love for both of them. But with HG Soul, it was just I was constantly just observing what he was doing, and it just kind of just helped me out in getting in my pathway in Solana, and that's basically where it's. And I feel bad saying that too, because Soul Big Brain is like my second. He's also like my first. But yeah, you have to pick one, right? So, 2022 HC Soul. So that's interesting. That's for all of us. But so overall, in general, Zircon, is there any last words you have in the Solana space or any space like Kanto?
No, yeah. My last words is I'm just waiting for Toys R Us to make a move.
Have they even like? I thought they were coming back, but they never. I mean, they kind of did, I guess. I don't know, but yeah, I feel you. I feel you. I know what you're saying.
But other than that, I'm just gonna focus on seeing if I can make any moves. I mean, we already talked about the mints that are coming by. Wolf Capital, the Bastards. Well, today we have mutual friends. I'm gonna check them and see if I can make some profits out of any of them. Mutual friends is not gonna be a mint for me just because I completely forgot to send my wallet, so I'm gonna miss that one. But other than that, let's see what the Solana space has to deliver in the next upcoming weeks.
Nice. Now, did anyone mint the Entreprenerdz from GigaDAO?
Minted it, flipped it for 7 SOL.
And you sold it for 7 SOL? Nice. I
was going to buy into the loot boxes at like 42. But I kind of just faded myself, and they're sitting at like 54.
Yeah.
So my bad.
I fell asleep. I missed the mint. And,
dude, I told you to stay awake for this one. How many times did I tell you?
Dude, I miss so much free money.
Oh,
And it's just yeah, I'm horrible, man. But I regret it.
Time zone.
I hate this time zone. I there needs to be a solution on Solana that if you get whitelist, you automatically mint it. But I understand that it's not as fun. But I should just give it to Soul Investor and let him mint it, and like he'll keep like 10% or 20% of the profits. And I'll just
I'll even trade it for you.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be down for that. Like if something like that ever happens again. But yeah. So my last words is I would say that I haven't touched really any NFT lately. I think a lot of people know that. I talked about it 3 weeks ago on my personal live stream. I've sold half my bags, and I've been watching this downturn on NFTs, and I mean, there's still more news to come out. I'm kind of worried with even if inflation data shows good. I'm kind of worried within the next 2 months. I need to see more data on what is going on. Give it 2 more months, and then I'll be more bullish for the end of 2023. But I mean, in general, in the NFT space, I think eventually, maybe in 1 or 2 weeks, I'm gonna start looking into this more and probably buying into some projects. I only bought one, which was like experiments. I just bought like one experiment, but other than that, I could potentially get back in eventually. I still have half my bags, so there you go. That's. I don't even know if those were last words, but yes.
Yeah. Like before we close out, if CPI kills the market, I'll look at alpha pharaohs, I'll look at pilots, and I'll be looking at experiments, and probably loot boxes as well. So those are my picks.
I think we're kind of in the same page on this whole thing. So yeah, just we'll see next week. I'm sure we'll have some fun talking about what happened. What date is the CPI data coming out again? Tuesday. Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
we might be live.
We
were live last time. So all right. So much love, guys. And make sure you comment below on anything you want us to talk about. We're glad we're back to talking to you. And mint that like button as well. Keeps the algorithm going for us. Keep the shows running. And much love. Peace.